neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today I have Matt from CURT, and we're taking a look at something kind of unique here. You can see there's a 7-pole, we have our plug here, and there's also an inlet here, and it's called the TrueCourse. What does this do?
Yeah, so the TrueCourse is one of our smart sway control systems, and that system is really cool because it really prevents you from, when you're in a really bad towing experience, this guy will keep your trailer on the road, it'll keep it straight for you. So it's not a replacement for a traditional WD hitch. You do need that as well. This guy will mount right on the side of it, as you mentioned, plug right into a 7-way, and then you're good to go. It works, as I said, it works with our One Control app, so you can control it through the phone. It'll tell you, hey, it's plugged in, it's connected, and then from there, you're good to go. Whenever it actually needs to be in use, it'll take over.
Now this is something, once someone, the user installs this, they're probably never going to feel this until it hits the fan,
Exactly,
correct?
yeah. Like I like to refer to this as more of an airbag than a seatbelt. You still want your seatbelt, you still want that WD hitch, you want your safety chains, you want all the stuff that you need out there. But this guy's really for when, as you mentioned, when it hits the fan, when you're in wet roads, when it's really windy and the trailer's really swaying, or when you have to make an emergency move to kind of go around something. The WD hitches usually work kind of in the middle, almost like the width of the lane, kind of keeps the trailer active in the center. But when you go too far on one direction, that's when you start to panic. And what's nice about TrueCourse, that's when TrueCourse kicks in. You don't have to do anything. There's not a button you have to hit. There's not a switch you have to toggle. TrueCourse realizes, hey, we're in the danger zone. Let's bring it back, and then it works to make sure that we go back to normal.
So this is essentially a stability control for your trailer.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of the ones, as you mentioned, once you set it up, it's very simple. You just have to mount that guy on. You have to plug it in, give it some power. You never really have to touch it again. It's always working. It's always running in the background. And then again, hopefully you never have to use it.
Right.
But if you do get yourself in one of those situations, it'll work its best to bail you out.
Well, and that's, a lot of times people say, well, you can eliminate sway with weight distribution or properly loading your trailer. Yeah. And they're not wrong, but you'll never eliminate it because, like you said, big gusts of wind, or evasive maneuvering. Once it starts swaying back and forth, it's really hard to bring that back, and that's what this does.
Exactly.
How does it do it?
Yeah, so what this does is, as you mentioned, you can never really eliminate those issues. We do our best with our other products to reduce it as much as possible, and then this is that safety blanket. So what it notices is it can sense, we have some nice tech in there, when a trailer is moving more than its desired range is, because this mounts right on the frame, right behind the hitch on the trailer side. And so it has a real nice read of where that trailer should be. If there's any changes or sudden movements on it, that's when it starts kicking in, and it'll bypass your brake control. It'll bypass any options that you have to do. It'll go right to the brakes and start activating them, or moving it accordingly.
So it goes individually one side to the other to really bring that back.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing, is this is a really great insurance, because once that trailer does start to sway and it's out of control, the potential for damage is super high, not only for the camper, for the occupants, for the tow vehicle, all of it, and this can eliminate that.
Yeah, exactly. The One Control suite of products, the focus is always, hey, how can we make towing both easier and then more importantly safer? So with this and the other products and the One Control, which is the Echo brake control and the TireLink tire monitoring systems, we really make sure that, hey, literally at the touch of your phone, we have the ability to kind of bring down all the risk of towing and just make it a nice, safe drive.
So if trying to control that sway and prevent any damage from occurring, I could just get this, right, and not have to worry about a weight distribution hitch?
Yeah, no, definitely not. What we like to say about the TrueCourse is this is an and item. This is not an or item. You still want to make sure you have that WD hitch. You still need to have your chains. You want to have everything that you would have on a traditional basis, and then this is a supplement to it. So it's a nice complementary piece to your towing assortment. But it's not something that would work alone, because as I mentioned, it goes into the danger zones, and that's where it steps up. But you want to 99% of the time be in that middle zone.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Matt, for taking the time to kind of break down the CURT TrueCourse for us.
Perfect. Thank you.